Welcome to News Mongolia, where we bring you the latest stories and updates from across the nation and beyond. I'm Battsetseg. On the News Mongolia today, Mongolia has an average of 5.1 square meters of green area per person. Train safety and emergency preparedness training was conducted in Selenge province. Foreign Minister Battsetseg to pay official visit to Thailand. For the news, stay tuned. In cities with populations exceeding 1 million, it's recommended to allocate about 24 square meters of green area per person. However, in Mongolia, only 5.1 square meters of green area is provided per person, which is 6 times lower than the global standard. Citizens express a strong desire for more gardens where they can spend their weekends.
It's evident from a single example that the citizens of Ulaanbaatar have a strong need for green areas. In 2022, artificial turf was laid in Sukhbatar Square for public football and events. Unfortunately, residents of Ulaanbaatar, surrounded by cement roads and metal fences, were content with the artificial turf, highlighting the lack of green spaces. Citizens criticized the limited options, noting that the national park is often their only alternative. I came here from the 16th district, taking 2 to 3 buses, just to spend the day walking here and breathe in some fresh air.
It is advisable to allocate existing spaces and create more green areas to provide people and children with accessible places for leisure and enjoyment. Citizens strongly need green areas, especially in the suburbs where they are lacking. I have to come to the national park with my family because there are no green spaces nearby. In Ulaanbaatar, there are limited options for outings with children and family. Green areas would be highly beneficial.
Research indicates that in 2011, the green area of Ulaanbaatar city was 210 hectares, equivalent to 3.16 square meters per person. By 2018, this had increased to 5.1 square meters per person, totaling 570 hectares. While there has been some increase in green area per person, it remains insufficient compared to global standards. To meet these standards, Ulaanbaatar would require over 5,600 hectares of green area, providing each person with 24 square meters of green space.
For instance, residents of Bayonghoshu expend significant time and resources going to the national park. Redirecting this effort towards accessible green spaces within Ulaanbaatar would foster a stress-free environment and enhance overall well-being. Therefore, integrating green areas into the city's parks is imperative.
Green areas serve a dual purpose beyond aesthetics. They also contribute to environmental cleanliness. Currently, approximately 60% of Ulaanbaatar's population resides in Girk district neighborhoods. Researchers suggest that planting trees is essential for greening these areas and improving the overall environment. There are numerous sources of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide, such as power plants and steam boilers. However, to counteract these emissions, we must create carbon-absorbing sources. Since greenhouse gases cannot be destroyed, planting trees is crucial to enhance absorption. Trees absorb carbon dioxide emitted by various sources through their roots, branches, stems, and leaves, thereby providing us with fresh air, cold oxygen.
In 2023, the Governor's Office distributed over 60,000 tree saplings to 14,300 families as part of the campaign. This year, we will continue monitoring these households and aim to plant approximately a further 30,000 tree saplings in the Ger district neighborhoods and public areas.
A green area is inseparable from urban planning. Today, we mistakenly think that if we only build high-rise buildings, it will be a luxurious and beautiful city. We forget about green areas and children's playgrounds, and we build houses here and there without any proper planning. However, there are not enough green areas to clean our pollution and provide a comfortable environment.
A training session regarding fire extinguisher readiness and recovery procedures was conducted to enhance train safety at the Sukhbatar train crossing in Selenge province. The Ulaanbaatar Railway Supply Organization organizes this type of training 4 times a year.
This training was organized following an accident caused by a leak in a liquefied flammable gas container loaded onto a train.
The transportation of volume has significantly increased, leading to a rise in the carriage of various toxic chemical cargoes. This situation poses a considerable risk, highlighting the critical importance of professional team coordination. Today's training was organized within this context to address these challenges effectively. The training focused on assessing the integrity of cargo and trains coming from Russia, as well as on handling situations with high volumes of cargo. It provided valuable insights to ensure the smooth operation of trains arriving from Russia, especially during challenging circumstances.
Due to the transportation of hazardous materials by the Ulaanbaatar Railway, the risk of accidents has increased significantly. As a preventive measure, practice sessions are organized once in every quarter to mitigate these risks.
Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs. Foreign Minister Battsetseg is visiting Thailand from April 22nd to 24th, 2024 on the invitation of the Thai Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister Parnpree Bahidanakura. This visit holds significance as it coincides with the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties between Mongolia and the Kingdom of Thailand, and making the first ministerial-level visit from Mongolia to Thailand in 14 years. During the visit, Minister Battsetseg will engage in official discussions with the Deputy Prime Minister and hold meetings with the Deputy Prime Minister and Commerce Minister Potam Wichayachai, along with other political and business leaders. Discussions will focus on evaluating the 5 decades of bilateral relations, exploring new avenues to enhance trade, investment and economic collaboration, and addressing regional and international issues of mutual concern. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. You're watching News Mongolia. Now let's take a look at international news from our partner agencies. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan was greeted by Iraqi President Abdul Latif Rashid in Baghdad on Monday for his first official visit in more than a decade, as his country seeks greater cooperation from Iraq in its fight against a Kurdish militant group that has a foothold in northern Iraq.
Other topics also loom large between the two countries, including water supply issues and exports of oil and gas from northern Iraq to Turkey, which have been halted for more than a year. Erdogan's last visit to Iraq was in 2011 when he was Turkey's prime minister. Iraqi government spokesperson Bassem Alavadi said in a statement that Erdogan's visit will be a major starting point in Iraqi-Turkish relations and will include the signing of a deal on a joint approach to security challenges and a strategic agreement on the water file, among other issues. Erdogan has said his country plans to launch a major operation against the Kurdistan Workers' Party or PKK, a Kurdish separatist movement banned in Turkey, and with operations in Iraq during the summer, with the aim of permanently eradicating the threat it poses. Baghdad has complained in the past that Turkish operations against the PKK violated sovereignty, but appears to be coming closer to Ankara's stance.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for Mongolia and the world major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you on Wednesday with more news and updates. Goodbye.